Hi, Laurent. Building off of the question about your front three, it seemed as though Bryce had kind of maybe hit a plateau earlier in the season, and partnering him with Caden seemed to have kind of reinvigorated his game, especially going forward. How do you think that the two mixing guys brought out the best in Bryce? And if you could speak on just Caden's ability to kind of reinvigorate going forward.
Oh, Caden's been surprising, not only by his quality, but the work rate that he's putting and the energy, the back press, the combativity, the aggressiveness on and off the ball is really important and good to see for us. That maybe help Bryce to take the same train and have a little bit of more creativity in that sense. But we know Bryce is still so young. So all of them, we have young, interesting pieces that we think in the now and mid-term can be really interesting for us and the club. And it's tough to. Yes, sometimes we're frustrated with Bryce because he can do a really good and then not confirm in the next game, but he's still so young and got to be patient. They need reps, they need time, they need games.
Yeah, I think just my personality as a player, I like to get in behind and I like to keep the center backs guessing of where I'm going to be. So I think that it was a bit frustrating today in the first half where me and Bryce were kind of struggling to get the ball in the pocket and we realized that it was too crowded. They were having like 3 players around us. So then we kind of had to sacrifice ourselves to give space to Jaquil and to give space to our sixes to kind of pin their sixes. So it was a bit frustrating today, but like I said, getting in behind is one of my strengths and I think it worked well today.
Coach talks a lot about the front three, but maybe lack of energy against New England. We're asking a lot for you guys tonight. How did you approach the game to be sure that in the effort, aggressivity, intensity, you were up to the standard of what Laurent is expecting?
Yeah, I think it was a 3-game week, so obviously a little bit of heavy legs, even though we rotated a little bit. I felt that a little bit tonight. But it's just about being smart. I think cutting off spaces that are dangerous and letting them play on the outside and then, covering the inside as well. I think that's kind of what we did tonight and not try to waste our legs off of, chances of pressing and hopefully we can pick them off. I think we were very smart in our defense today.
When a player's all alone in front of the keeper, to try to chip takes a lot of confidence and even a little bit of courage. There's some gamers that don't even do it at PlayStation. The fact that you did it tonight, is your confidence right now, your mojo, is it where the highest that it's been all season? And if you could put into words the trade coming to Montreal, what it's been able to do for you to revitalize and jumpstart your career again?
Yeah, look, I've asked myself the same question, like, why do I feel so comfortable? Why do I feel like I can do certain things I didn't do before? It's just who I am, really. Nothing's changed. I've talked with my dad about it. He's like, what are you doing differently, this and that? It's nothing. It's my mindset, really. I think it's staying calm and just trusting yourself. I think in Minnesota, it was tough for me. It was really tough. The coach was asking 10,000 different things from me and right back, and that was my struggle. I think it's always been me to be in these situations and just trusting yourself, and now we're getting some momentum.
And pretty much the same question as Tony, but maybe going off of that, what does Laurent ask you to do, and how does his maybe coaching here help you to get this great start with Montreal?
Yeah, he just gives me freedom and trust. I think I've worked hard to earn that, but he's given it back to me, and now it's paying off for both of us. And I think it's just the trust and the freedom, and not asking me to be in this spot at this time. He's trusting me in my play style to really manipulate players and to play my own game. So I really, really appreciate that, and hopefully it'll keep working going forward.
Hi, Caden. You said trust yourself, trust Laurent, but also trusting your teammates,
Yeah.
obviously. With the chemistry with Bryce, with Josef, even with Jaquil, who's a newcomer also. Just talk to me about this chemistry between you guys on the team.
Yeah, it's I've never had more fun playing in a team, to be honest with you. It doesn't feel like we're playing a professional game. Like it really, I look forward to games every time now. I look forward to, getting in the attacking third and making plays happen. I feel like I'm in a backyard playing soccer. So it's really a joy for me to be around these guys. And hopefully this is a late season run that we can make the playoffs.
Yeah, just on a similar point, I mean, you're just talking about having so much fun right now. I mean, what is the feeling like in the room, and how confident are you that this can just keep going?
Yeah, I think the second you apply too much pressure to yourself, you ruin the game for yourself. Obviously, we know we need to win. Obviously, we know personally I need to contribute to goals and assists. But if you get caught up in all that, it's never going to happen. So I think it's really, taking the responsibility to play your game, do your job, but as well, it's a game. It's we call it work, but we come here and we kick a ball and we get paid for it. So just go out there and enjoy it. And the second you don't enjoy it, that's when it starts to get miserable. So I think we're bringing that joy back and that happiness back, and you're seeing it on the pitch with the goals we're scoring.
We're a striker, so every striker wants to score. That's why we receive the bills. That's my job. I know for a striker it's hard sometimes when we don't score, and so we have a bad days. But the most important right now is okay, we come back to have a chance, and the 3 points. So 4 more left games, and we have to be ready for the smallest chance that we had, and do our job. ¿Qué pasó, Fra?
This year you struggled sometimes to, sometimes make the team because of discipline issue. We don't know what happened, but sometimes you didn't make the team. And now you're scoring goals today. What has changed the team the last few weeks? Do you think there's some events that maybe the team building stuff that helped the team to make this run right now, or what has changed with this team? Looks like to be having more fun right now.
It's a long year, so it's a lot of trainings, it's a lot of days together. So sometimes it's nice, sometimes not. It's a life. But this is the team. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's a part of the life. So we have to continue to training to do the best. Sometimes, it's soccer. Maybe sometimes we try or we deserve more to win, or sometimes not. But the most important is the win. So the people come here to enjoy the team win. So today we make it, and hopefully next home game we can do the same. Every game is hard. Today is a hard game, and today is for me it's special. So we come back to score, obviously, but we have to continue to this way.
Josef, you played with a lot of your colleagues up front this season. But in the last couple of games, you've been playing with Bryce Duke and Caden Clarke, and you seem to really work together very well. What makes you really work well with them? What do you like with their game that really helps you, put yourself in good positions like tonight?
I feel very old when I play with them. So the good thing is that these guys run a lot. So I don't like sometimes, but I'm happy for Caden because the last 2 home games he score. He's a young guy. He's have a lot of quality like a Bryce, and this is a team. Sometimes we can score, sometimes not, but we have to be there ready for the moment.
I can't believe you were on side. I think I watched the goal 5 times to see if you were on side. Talk about the pass from Nathan and the run that you made to get there. Finally
have the clear chance. But Nathan is amazing. That guy have a lot of quality. We have a very proud for to have that kind of players. But this is a team. We win, and we have to enjoy the 2 days off, and we see what happens in the next game.
It felt like, especially in this run-up before, these 3 games of 3 unbeaten games, it felt like there was just everyone was putting a lot of pressure on each other. And Caden just said it before, when you put pressure on yourself, it ruins the football. Do you think that a lot of these younger guys that, not necessarily naive, but just really do focus on enjoying the football, do you think that maybe helped pull the team out of what seems to be a mental block and maybe help some of the more experienced veterans enjoy the football again?
We have a pressure every day, especially when the last against New England, and then we lost with Cincinnati. Those are bad days for everyone here in the club. So we have to change a little bit. We want to make a playoff. So 5 games, now it's 4 games. So it's a final for us, for the team, for the club, for the city. So we have to do everything in the training, and then I know it's a war in the stadium, but we have to continue with that mentality and try to enjoy a little bit when I can. Ciao chicos. Ciao papá.